Alright there guys, welcome back to a brand new video. And I'm back at it with another list video. I haven't done one of these in a few weeks, is it? I haven't done one of these videos since Christmas Day, so just over a month actually, yeah. Right, today's video, I'm going to be doing my top 10, no, not 10, what am I on about? Top 5 animes. Now, I haven't watched an incredible amount of anime, but I have watched enough to make this list. So let's get started. Coming down at the number 5 spot is High School of the Dead. The shortest anime on this list by quite a long margin, as the show is only 12 episodes long. But I'm pretty sure many school students have imagined at least once, what would it be like if there was a zombie apocalypse in their school? And this anime pretty much gives you the answer to that. Well, it would be in complete chaos. All the humans would start beating each other up. Have you ever noticed that? That always happens. Whenever a zombie apocalypse first starts, all the humans that are like in one area start attacking each other instead of the zombies. I just found that really weird. But yeah, it's been quite a while since I watched it, so the only character's name I can remember is Ray, which is the ginger girl. Can't really remember anyone else's name, but it had some badass moments. It's also the first one and only anime I've seen that has nudity in it. I didn't even know there was going to be any nudity. It's like, it doesn't tell you, the episode description doesn't tell you, literally it throws it in there, and you've got no idea that it's coming. But yeah, overall, High School of the Dead comes in at number 5. Coming in at the number 4 spot is Assassination Classroom. Assassination Classroom is a show about some misfit junior high students that are all deemed to be pretty bad at learning, basically very dumb, and 70% of the moon was destroyed by a yellow octopus thing that didn't have a name originally, so the name given to him was Koro Sensei, and the students have until 1 year to kill him before he destroys the earth. Seems easy enough, just kill your teacher. But Koro Sensei can move at the speed of Mach 20, dodge almost anything, become almost anything, and to top it all off as why he's such a great character, he's voiced by Sonny Strait, who you may know as the voice actor of Krillin from the Dragon Ball franchise. But yeah, the bonding between the character development, for some people goes really far up. And as you spend 2 seasons wondering, are they going to kill him? But over time, just like you and the students become quite attached to Koro Sensei, and when you're getting nearer and nearer the end of the series, you don't really want him to die, because he's such a nice character. He's such a great character that you kind of don't want him to die. Hey, my only criticism for this show is in season 2, I think it's episodes 15 through 18. They were a bit stale. You know, there wasn't really much that happened to keep me entertained for those episodes. But but episodes 19 up to 25 of the second season, well, definitely made up for it. So Assassination Classroom comes in at number 4. Coming in at the number 3 spot is Death Note. Of course, the first way I found out about Death Note was the video Smosh made on it years ago. That's basically how I heard of the Death Note, the notebook itself. But I watched Death Note in August, or the end of August of last year, and for only 37 episodes, it's such an amazing show. It's just, how often do you see the main character of an anime be the bad guy? So you don't really want to root for anyone else because they're not the main character, but you don't really want to root for the main character because he's the bad guy. But yes, Light Yagami finding the Death Note on the freaking schoolyard, like it was just on the outside yard of his school, and no one else but him thought to pick it up. Then of course he meets Ryuk the Shinigami, who happens to write Light's name in the notebook right at the end of the show when Light dies. But meeting so many interesting characters, such as Light, L, Misa, but the policemen are actually, I find them more of the comedy part of the show, as the police force in Death Note are hilarious. Especially the officer Matsuda. He's definitely my favourite police officer in the show. And Death Note is easily the darkest themed anime I've ever watched. As there's so much of it is focused on death, which of course most animes have deaths in them, but nowhere near as much as Death Note. Light was killing people every single day, as he wanted to. Originally, you think about the concept. The main character, he wants to erase all the evil from the world, so kills us, so writes down all the criminals' names in the Death Note to kill them. But then gets a little too hungry on power and starts killing whoever he wants. But yeah, Death Note was originally number 2, but the anime show I finished last night will take up that spot. So yeah, that's why. So Death Note comes in at number 3. Coming in at the number 2 spot is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Oh, I can't believe I started Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood this month, and finished it this month. A 64 episode show, and I watched the whole thing in less than a month. I'd say that's pretty good. So why does this show rank so highly on the list and manage to beat Death Note? Well, the characters are a great start. Edward, Alphonse, Colonel Mustang, all of the homunculi. They're all such unique characters. And the fact that the homunculi, all 7 of them, are based off the 7 deadly sins: pride, lust, wrath, gluttony, sloth, envy, and... oh god, what's the last one? Which one have I not said? Pride, wrath, sloth, envy, lust, gluttony, Greed, that's the last one, greed. All 7 of these deadly sins are made into a homunculus, and all 7 of them are very unique characters. Of course, you always enjoy. Anime loves to use comedy to keep the viewers entertained, and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood has quite a lot of it, with Edward being called short. And the entire story is about Edward and Alphonse creating a human transmutation circle, which destroyed Ed's right arm and left leg, destroyed it, pretty much erased Alphonse's entire body. So Ed had to transmutate his soul into a suit of armor in order to keep him alive. And the entire show is about Edward and Alphonse trying to get their original bodies back, and thinking their father walked out on them, trying to bring back their mother, burning down their entire house. And of course, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood has a lot of voice actors that you may recognise from other shows, such as Edward Elric being voiced by the same person that does Broly in the Dragon Ball Z movies, Alex Armstrong voiced by Christopher Sabat, who also does Vegeta, Caitlin Glass, who does Winry and does Vados in Dragon Ball Super. That's all I can think of them. Oh, and just for added fun, Greed is voiced by Troy Baker. You may remember Troy Baker as the voice actor for Joel in The Last of Us, and Sam Drake in Uncharted 4 and Uncharted The Lost Legacy. But yeah, you're rooting for Ed and Al the whole series to get their original bodies back, and they finally do it. And of course, their main power is alchemy, which is the result of an equivalent exchange. In order you need to give something of equal value to create something. And of course, transmutation is normally created by Philosopher's Stones, which, funnily enough, actually exist in real life. Only the Philosopher's Stones we have in real life are nowhere near as good as the ones in the show. So yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood comes in at number 2 and just slightly misses out on the number 1 spot. But if you know me quite well, then you should know what the number 1 spot is. Coming in at the number 1 spot for my top 5 anime is Dragon Ball Z. It had to be, didn't it? Of course it was going to be Dragon Ball Z. Why would it be anything else? Well, Dragon Ball Z, it just has so many memorable and amazing characters. Goku, Vegeta, Krillin, Beerus, Whis, Bulma. That's just to name a few. Of course, DBZ is easily one of the most impactful animes in the entire world. Anime would not be as popular as it is today without Dragon Ball Z, as DBZ was so good that it had a total of 14 movies made from it. Yeah, no joke. 14 movies. Of course, it only has 4 main arcs: the Saiyan, Frieza, Cell, and Buu arcs. But they managed to make them so great. watching them watching your favourite characters power up all the time, having incredible fight scenes, and some good comedy. And of course, Dragon Ball Z grosses that has the most amount of video games from it. Yeah, I think it's the anime with the most amount of video games based on it. And of course, Dragon Ball Fighters just came out yesterday, which if you guys missed the first episode of my Let's Play of the game, which isn't going to be as good as other people's, for reasons that are explained in that video and in the description of that video, so I'd like it if you went and checked out that. So that seems to be it. If you guys have enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, follow me on all my social medias, primarily Twitter if you want to keep up to everything a bit on the channel, and I will see you guys in another video. Catch you later.